Hi everybody, this is Sheheryar, Shahid, and you're watching All of Your Business. Like every day, we have major economic developments happening across the globe, and we are going to discuss it with our guest, Mr. Mehatb Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
The weather has turned so pleasant in Islamabad.
Of course, because it's almost the first rain of
And winter has started.
Yes,
and we are
it's a
good.
beautiful weather.
And everybody would be busy taking out winter clothes these days.
Yes.
So I'll begin the podcast with the first question, and that is Pakistan's inflation has touched the skies again. It has risen up to 6.2% in October, first time this high in 12 months. Sir, this was not expected earlier. So what factors could have led to that?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for having me. Actually, we have already predicted that there will be some increase in inflationary pressures because of the recent devastating floods. Because agriculture sector and the farm sector as well as the livestock sector was affected negatively.
Right.
But recently, Ministry of Finance has issued a report where they were expecting that the inflation, CPI-based inflation, might be hovering around 5 to 5.6%. So it is beyond their projection,
Right.
and it has already crossed the 6 percentage point. And there is another element, especially the food prices, but some other sectors, for instance, transport prices have also gone up, and that is mainly because we have recently seen that the POL prices has gone up.
Yeah.
So these two factors played a major role. And there is another element, and that is the core inflation. Core inflation has also touched to the almost 8%, close to 8%. So it means, and we have already predicted in 2 or 3 weeks back that the policy rate will remain unchanged. And in recent days, when the State Bank of Pakistan and its monetary policy took the decision to keep it at the existing 11%.
Right.
So keeping in view the core inflation and keeping in view this increase, we can easily project that because of increased CPI based inflation, monetary policy will continue to witness at least the existing level for the next 2 months.
All right.
So there were earlier projections that the policy rate will be brought down or slashed down to single digit. I don't foresee in next few months,
Right.
because of these devastating floods effects and increase, and resultantly that pushed up inflationary pressures.
So
in Pakistan.
having said that, are we going to see any drop in inflation?
Actually, I can see, because the prices of food has already started declining.
Right.
So in coming months, we can see a little bit decrease
Okay.
in inflationary pressures, but the overall the inflation is projected to remain within the range of 5 to 7%
Right.
for on annual basis.
Right. So talking about the inflation and everything, blue economy is the game changer for Pakistan. Finance Minister recently said. So, sir, can you please tell our audience in very simpler words that what does blue economy actually mean, and how it can be a game changer for Pakistan?
Actually, through it is a game changer,
Right.
because if we develop our sea areas,
Yeah,
and
right.
it can become a major route through these destinations,
Yeah.
for both for imports and exports. And Minister of Finance has also given the numbers. Its contribution in the GDP is close to 0.5 to 0.4 to 0.5%.
Right.
and equivalent to $1 billion.
Right.
But by 2047, it is the estimate of the Maritime Affairs Division that it can go up to $100 billion. But Pakistan will have to open up its sea routes and will have to develop these routes in order to exploit the real potential.
Right, right. And that is going to be huge if it's going to be unlocked.
Of course, it's a huge because you know there is a need to develop synergies through roads,
Right,
through sea, and
right,
through air.
right,
And with these kind of synergies, especially within this region,
right,
where on one side there is a Central Asia,
right,
Afghanistan, and beyond that is the
right.
Central Asia, we can become a major hub and destination for their trade. And
Right.
that is the potential where Pakistan can bring a paradigm shift.
Absolutely, sir. And sir, do you think uh, we talked about the blue economy, if ministers are talking about it, what steps are we taking for it, and what could be the real challenge for Pakistan in it? As an expert, I'd like to have your opinion.
We will have to develop our because at the moment we have ports in Karachi and the second one is in Gwadar, but there is a coastal area. We need to develop that.
Right.
We will have to build up the required infrastructure,
Right.
and if we are going to build and construct the infrastructure which can build an ecosystem to promote trade,
Right.
it will help Pakistan to achieve its destination goals.
Right. So my next question is very concerning. We talked about the economy, we talked about the inflation. Now the government of Punjab has approved new electricity duty on the users. What bomb should we expect now?
Actually, it's because provincial governments are vying to generate their revenues. So they have imposed a new levy. Recently, they have brought amendments in the Punjab Finance Act. But there are some other areas. For instance, uh, GST on services is the domain of the provinces. Uh, Real estate is the domain of the provinces. Uh, Excise is the domain of the provinces. Agriculture income tax is the domain of the provinces. Overall, provinces' contribution in terms of GDP is less than 1%. And now, if Pakistan wants to jack up its tax to GDP ratio close to 17 or 18%, they have invested provincial contribution up to 3%. So, in coming years, we we want to see a major revenue efforts on part of the provinces, because at the moment there is a much burden of generating revenues lies on the shoulders of the federal government. So the provinces will have to multiply their efforts. But at the moment, they have come up with the prescription of increasing a duty on electricity, which is already expensive in case of Pakistan.
Pakistan, yeah. So, wheat crisis, we talked about it. We talked about the possibilities, the opportunities we have regarding this. So, Punjab has set up 16.5 meter acres, million acres wheat cultivation target. Sir, should we expect that wheat crisis are going to be finished?
Actually, this wheat cultivation target is for the next season, because the sowing is now going to kickstart in Punjab. And because of this devastating floods, the land is more fertile. So, but because of the IMF program, we have come out from the procurement targets. But Pakistan has negotiated with the IMF to build up its strategic reserves. It's very important because and IMF allowed strategic reserves, but it shouldn't be used to manipulate the prices. So the strategic reserves means that these reserves will be used to avoid any shortages. So because of this cultivation target, we will have to see that how much the federal and the provincial government are going to incentivize the farmers to reduce their input cost.
Right.
Because there is a indicative price, but there is a no support price. So after abandoning this support price mechanism, it's very important to reduce the input cost of the farmers so that they should feel that there is incentive to produce the wheat, which is staple food in case of Pakistan.
Right. And sir, therefore there will be motivation for them.
Of course, there will be, when there will be incentive, it will provide them motivation.
Motivation. Thank you so much, sir.
Always welcome.
That's all for today. For more updates and more economic developments, keep watching All of Your Business. Take care.